All right, so God Eater, God Eater, God Eater. Yes, we are on episode 9. Episode 9 of God Eater. Y'all, this episode was mainly about Soma. You know what I'm saying? It turns out his mom, they. It, that's crazy. Okay, his dad is Johan. The dude that used to be the head of everything. In the past he was a doctor and stuff. They pretty much kind of came. The three doctors came up with a way to fight back against the origami, which is by creating the God Arts. But his mom was Aisha, and she was the other doctor and shit, and she pretty much bestowed upon her baby, since she was pregnant, the nigga baby, because he was smashing, Johan was smashing, pretty much making him part origami, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, holy shit. I mean, like, the whole time we're watching, like, you never, I don't think there's really been a time where you've seen people shy away from him. But this was kind of the first episode where you kind of seen that, where people were like, oh, they call him the Shinigami, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's some fucking devil or god of death or something like that. Oh, if you're close to him, you're gonna die or something. And he was like, look, if you want to live, stay away from me. But your boy was like, fuck that shit, yo. He looked into it, he was like, okay, I got you. And so he probably, he kind of figured out that he probably blamed himself for his mom's death, saying, oh, he killed his mom by being born and stuff like that. No. He was like, look, man, you didn't kill your mom by being born, son. Like, your mom passed on the hope and her wishes to you. But you gotta do that to someone else. So you gotta carry that on, bruh. Plain and simple. So in their mission that they had, which I'm very surprised that they gave him the leading role, pretty much to be the commander of that squad, is that they had to put down this kind of like sensor, this wall around it, so that the origami couldn't penetrate through the wall. It's not like it was going to work, but I guess it needed to have more strength behind it. But I think that's what we saw at the end there. Because at first it only had like these 3 bars, but then by the time they were leaving, this shit looked like it would have like tons of them, of these energy fields around it. So I think it's going to be better off now. But this, like I said, this episode was mainly about Soma, finding out about him, his background, how he kind of came to be and stuff, and and also seeing that Itsuki is like he decides to go ahead and get his God arc created again, but it seems like the doctor is taking care of it a little bit more carefully this time, because he told him, look, you can live for 3 years if you don't use it. But if you do, your life's going to be cut short, period. The more you use it, plain and simple. Because it's going to straight up feed off you. And, hey, he was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. And, he didn't clearly come out and say a reason why, but, you kind of see that his reason is because, he sees things bigger than himself. He wants things, he wants to advance things, get things done, more things done sooner than later. He wants to see Aegis, this place, advance more, even if it's not even put up and able for people to kind of reside there in his lifetime, with the amount of time he has to stay. At least he has done as much as he could to get that done. So I mean, that's the way I'm kind of seeing where his head's at, and that's honorable. It's honorable. But yeah, guys, you know, it's a cool episode, very interesting. I'm glad we got to see about Soma and everything, and hopefully other characters have kind of these interesting backstories as well. So it'll be interesting to see. But alright, guys, make sure that you leave your comments and everything. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. See my videos go live. I'm Shampoo. Of course, we up in the theater. This is Anime Central. That was Guide to episode 9. And as always, man, if you missed the live reaction, check out the link in the description to Anime Central 2. You can find it out there, baby. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, content nice. Oh shit. Damn! Son! You feel that shit? I felt it from here. That was a shockwave of blood and awesomeness.